A Lincoln County man is hit and killed walking along this roadway. The person behind the wheel, a Stanford police officer.
A Rowan County man is dead and his brother seriously injured in a camper fire.
It's sad to have to, die like that.
Got a lot of sunshine out there for you today, and that's going to help warm us up in stages. Today we get into the 40s. Tomorrow, how about 50s? But of course, it won't last. I'll have more details for you.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at Noon.
Good afternoon from WKYT on your Friday. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Barbara Bailey. Thanks for joining us. This midday, state police are back on the scene of a deadly accident involving police cruiser.
The Lincoln County coroner tells us that a 69-year-old man was crossing New Highway 150 last night just outside of Crab Orchard when he was hit by a car. That car being driven by a Stanford City police officer. WKYT's Phil Pendleton is tracking the investigation for our top story at noon. Phil?
I'm told that Howard Robbins, who went by Robert, was on his way to a friend's house here on Highway 150 near Crab Orchard when he was hit by a Stanford police officer in his cruiser who was on his way to work. Now, state police are investigating the collision. I'm told they're expected back out here later today to do a reconstruction. As of now, officials tell me this appears to be an accident. I'm told that Robbins was dressed in dark clothing. We don't know if he was in the middle of the roadway or on the side. His neighbors and friends say this loss is hard to take.
I was like, oh no, surely not. I just hate it because he visited everybody around here, across the road, over here. My daughter's down there, Miss Duval's. I mean, he visited everybody. Walk up and down the road and go from house to house just visiting.
Robbins' body was taken to Frankfort where an autopsy is being done today. Officer Travis Richardson was the officer. I'm told he's been a police officer for 11 years with Stanford Police for 4 years. In Lincoln County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Phil, thank you. As is standard procedure, Officer Richardson now on administrative leave while the incident is all investigated.
The investigation into a fire that killed a man is underway this midday. Someone called about that fire about 4:30 this morning on Baber Wages White Road north of Moorhead. A neighbor pulled one man from the burning trailer, but another man did not make it out alive. WKYT's Mark Barber is at the scene now and has more on what we're learning about the victims. Mark?
Neighbors say Ollie Brickles was visiting his brother Gary in his camper that's here off of Rock Fork Road. Investigators tell me only one of the brothers survived the fire that started ripping through the camper around 4:30 this morning. A woman who lives nearby says her fiance saw the flames and ran into the burning camper, grabbed Ollie Brickles, and pulled him to safety. Neighbors tell us they didn't realize anyone else was in the camper until firefighters found a body.
If he'd have known Hanky was in there, he would have went back in. And I think that was Jesus' protection for our family, because from as bad as the fire was, there's no way he could have done that twice safely.
The coroner says the man who died was burned so badly he can't identify the body. But family members tell us they believe it is Gary Brickles. According to the state fire marshal, he was sleeping when the fire started.
Oh, it's heartbreaking. I've known these guys all my life, and it's sad to have to, die like that.
Fire investigators believe the fire started near the front of the camper, but they tell me they still don't know what sparked the flames. In Rowan County, Mark Barber, WKYT.
The state fire marshal says Ollie Brickles was rushed to UK hospital. There's no word on his condition at this time.
Someone fired several shots into a house overnight with a family inside in Lexington. Police found several shell casings and 2 bullets that went into the home on Burkwood Drive off Liberty Road. 2 adults and several children were inside the house at the time. Fortunately, nobody was hurt. We talked with that mother. You'll hear her story coming up on WKYT News in a few minutes at 12:30.
Well, the weekend is bringing a welcome change when it comes to the weather.
Already have the sunshine, and we may actually be able to be trading in our coats and jackets, maybe something a little lighter. WKYT meteorologist Jim Caldwell now in our First Alert Weather Center with an early look at a warmer forecast.
And that's what we want to do, a lighter jacket at least, and you probably won't need one at all, at least during the peak heating of the day tomorrow. Today, we'll likely get into the 40s, which is just the first taste of what's coming our way. We're looking outside right now, and you see clear skies here in Lexington. Pretty nice out there for you with all that sunshine coming into play. Now, we're up to 35 degrees right now with a feels like temperature of 35 degrees as well. So we've got matching feels like and actual air temperatures out there, suggesting the winds aren't quite as strong as they have been. A little cooler this morning, a little breezier as well. You see defenders scanning the skies across Kentucky, an area that has been targeted by round after round of wintry weather just this week in southern and eastern Kentucky. You folks as well are catching a little bit of a break and even seeing some sunshine filter in finally. Still holding on to some cloud cover off to our north, though. As we look ahead with our 24-hour planner, sunny and warm around 2. We're at 38 degrees. By 4, we're at 41. And then tomorrow by 2, 49 degrees. And that's not as warm as we get because we likely get into the low 50s. We'll take a closer look at that for you coming up here in just a few minutes.
Like the trend, we'll see in just a little bit, Jim, with the full details. Crews are still trying to work and repair a water main break that is causing a traffic problem in Lexington. Kentucky American Water says 2 left turn lanes on westbound New Circle remain blocked at North Broadway. The water main happened, this break happened around 4 o'clock this morning. Road crews were called out to put down salt because the water was freezing on the road. Kentucky American is still trying to determine the cause of the leak, and they're not sure when they'll have it all repaired. Drivers being asked to avoid that area for now. Well, after they have been spotted in South Carolina, police now say 2 missing Kentucky teenagers have shown up in Georgia.
Police there think the teens have stolen yet another car. And today we're learning new information about why the teens may have gone on the run in the first place. WKYT's Rebecca Smith is at the WKYT live desk with more on what she's been able to track down on this case. Rebecca?
Good afternoon. Both of Cheyenne Phillips' parents say the teen is notorious for lying and may have told her boyfriend she was 19 years old when the relationship started. There's also a potential pregnancy. Now, Wednesday, police say Phillips and Dalton Hayes were seen in Manning, South Carolina in a truck stolen from Kentucky. An Atlanta police station reports the stolen truck was found last night in Henry County, Georgia. Police say they stole another truck that had several guns inside. Court records show Dalton Hayes has outstanding burglary and theft charges. Sherry Peters is Cheyenne Phillips' mother. She says Cheyenne sent a text message to her asking for $100. The mother refused and called police instead, which she says she now regrets.
She said, "We're just going to run." And I'm like, no. I said, y'all don't need to do this because Dalton was supposed to be in court that Monday morning. It's just hard. It's really hard. The simple fact knowing that my daughter's out here in this world.
Well, police say the 2 may have been involved in a series of home burglaries before taking off in a stolen red pickup and passing off forged checks in Kentucky, North Carolina, and in South Carolina. Cheyenne's mom lost custody and had been estranged from her daughter for 10 years. They were united before Christmas, and mom hopes they will see each other again sooner rather than later. At the live desk, Rebecca Smith, WKYT.
Rebecca, thank you. Dalton Hayes' mother has also spoken out and says her son needs to turn himself in and face the consequences.
A Kentucky teenager accused of killing his neighbor faced a judge this morning. Police say that 18-year-old Austin Allen entered a home in Bullitt County yesterday and shot 37-year-old Tina Zamora. According to police, Allen used a handgun that he had stolen from a nearby home earlier in the day. Allen is charged with first-degree burglary and murder. He pleaded not guilty, and his bond has been set at $1 million cash. Police arrested a southern Kentucky woman who they say neglected her paralyzed husband, leading to his death. Amy Burkhart is charged with first-degree abuse. Police say her husband, Charles, was taken to the Manchester Hospital Tuesday and was dehydrated, malnourished, and had bed sores. He was then transferred on to UK Hospital, where he died yesterday. Police say Amy Burkhart could be charged with murder.
Police have arrested a man they say was playing chicken and nearly hit a police officer. Lexington police arrested 20-year-old Dominique Blackford yesterday. An officer said he watched Blackford drive around 80 miles per hour down East 7th Street and nearly hit 2 other drivers before doing the same thing to the officer. Blackford is charged now with wanton endangerment.